Hello students, today we are going to see regarding viruses, unit 4 pathogens, under that viruses. So first I'm going to describe you regarding the general outlook of the viruses. After that, in the next class onwards, we will see about individual virus. So first, virus among the microorganism, which is the smallest one, as well as we consider it as a non-living microorganism. Once it is present outside, once it is entering inside the living organism, then it becomes active. Then here we are going to see about the structures of the virus, then classification of the virus. Under the classification, I have divided into 4 category: nucleic acids, either RNA or DNA strands, or protein. The next, shape, then size, and disease producing according to that. Then bacteria, viruses, how they are replicating. The next, latent virus infections, then different types of viruses. So according to that, first and foremost, if you are seeing, viruses are acellular microbes. Excuse me. No one is safe from viral infection: human, animal, planet, fungi, algae, bacteria. So different from cellular microbes, bacteria and fungi. No cells, no living organisms, correctly referred to as acellular microbes or infectious particle. So the virus poses either DNA or RNA. So first, the virus can able to affect all the microorganism, even human and animal and plants also. Then if you are coming for the differentiation of the cell, if you are coming, no cells or no living organism, virus are considered as it's a no cell or no living organism, correctly referred as acellular microbes or infectious particle. Okay. The next, possess either DNA or RNA form. The next, depends on host cell invade and take over. Depends on host cell invade and take over. So according to this invade and take over, unable to replicate on their own, they can't able to reproduce by their own. So asexual reproduction is not present. The next, lack genes, enzymes required for energy productions. Asexual or sexual reproduction is not there, then lacks gene, then enzymes, then require for energy productions. The next, lack rhizomes or enzymes or metabolites for protein and nucleic acid production. So they can't able to produce their own food. They always depend on the host. So over that, first the structure. If you're coming for the structure, typical virion or typical viron, which is virus particle. Over that particle, if you're seeing, the first one is genome. The second one is surrounded by capsid, that is protein code. Then the third one is optional outer envelope. Then the last one is absence of ribosomes. Okay, so here first one you'll see about genome. It is an important one, that is DNA or RNA nucleic acid. Genome, the typical the structure of the virus carries. First one is genome, that is DNA or RNA nucleic acid. Okay, then second one is surrounded by the capsid. The nucleic acid is surrounded by the capsid, that is called protein coat. So many small protein units, capsomeres, surrounding the DNA or RNA. So this genome and surrounding capsid protein coat, this both together called as nucleocapsid. 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 The third one is optional. It may or may not present. That is outer envelope. So bacteria, virus, tail fibers and sheath, everything present same like the bacteria, but it has a characteristics of virus. So it is called bacteria virus. So they have the outer envelope. The next, last one is absentism of ribosomes or sites of energy productions invade and take over functional cells. So absence of ribosomes, so they can't able to produce energy by themselves. How they will produce? They has to invade into any host. After that, they take over the functioning of individual cells inside the host. So this is about the structure of the bacteria. This is about structure of the bacteria. Sorry, this is about the structure of the virus. Excuse me. This is about the structure of the virus. So genome, then protein coat, then optionally bacteria virus has tail fibers and sheath, then absence of ribosomes. Then classification of virus. according to their characteristics. According to the characteristics, we are classifying the viruses into genetic material, that is DNA or RNA. Then second one, we are classified it into shape of capsid, how the protein coat is covered. According to that, then third one we have divided into size of the capsid or number of the capsomere. The third one is according to the size of the capsid or number of capsomeres. Then fourth one is presence or absence of envelope, extra envelope. Then the fifth one is type of host or cell that it infects according to the host. And the last one is type of disease it produces. Last one is type of disease it produces. According to this classification, we are moving to the first one, classifying by nucleic acid, either DNA or by RNA. So RNA viruses are single-stranded positive sense astroviruses which will be present. So this RNA virus may or may not have a envelope. So non-enveloped also present as well as envelope also present. RNA. In RNA, single strand also present, double strand also present. Okay. So RNA viruses, it's either enveloped or non-enveloped, or at the same time it may be single stranded or double stranded. Okay, the next if you are coming for DNA virus also same, either non-enveloped or enveloped, either single stranded or double stranded. Okay, this is about the DNA and RNA virus. So DNA double stranded, DNA single stranded, RNA double stranded, RNA single stranded. According to this, the particular virus has been categorized. According to this, the particular virus has been categorized. Next, we are moving to the classification by shape. According to the shape. So, virus shape and pattern. So, first and foremost, if you are seeing polyhedral, that is 20 sides iso shape icoshadrons. So, polyhedral, that is 20 sides isoshadrons will be present. 20 sites isoshadron will be present. This is called as adenovirus. This is called as adenovirus. Polyhedral, that is 20 sites of the heads were present, which is indicates that is adenovirus. The next one is helical. Next shape is helical. It looks like a we can able to say like a spherical or rod shape, but it is having the helical where like a pipe-like connections that will be present. So this is helical. Particularly, we can see the example as tobacco mosaic virus. Tobacco mosaic virus. The next, bullet shaped. Next one is bullet shaped. Then the next one is spherical. Spherical shape. Spherical shapes are mainly you can able to see about influenza. Spherical shape. Then the last one is complex one. Complex one is bacteriophagic, which may have a different state or different structure resemblance, which gives like a insect-like appearance. This is called the complex stage or complex shape. So according to this, this is polyhedral, helical, bullet shaped, spherical shape, and complex shape. Okay, classification according to the size. If you're coming for the classification according to the typical, much smaller than bacteria. This already we know. Most virus particles virions, that is 10 to 300 nm, that is 1 billion nanometer is equal to 1 meter. 1 billion nanometer is equal to 1 meter. So exception, Ebola virus is 1 mu meter, 1 million micrometer. So size of virus related to number of capsomeres. The capsomeres are less, the size will be very small. The capsomere are more, the size will be little bit bigger. So small viruses only visible with electron microscope. Electron microscope. So according to the size, they are the smallest one when compared to the other microorganisms. Then classification by disease. So viral diseases. No organism is free of viral infection, as already had said. So even it's human, it may be animal, it may be plant, or it may be a algae, or it may be a fungi, or it may be a bacteria. Nobody is not free from the viral infection. So over that selected important, some list out I had given, like example, first one if you're saying pox virus, particularly we can able to see which is producing smallpox. Okay, small pox. The virus name is variola. Variola. Then Second one, if you are saying herpes virus. Herpes virus, if you are saying, this is called herpes simplex 1, herpes simplex 2, or herpes zoster or varicella. Example, you can able to see chicken pox, which was produced by the herpes virus. About this, we'll see in detail later of individual virus. The next, like this, each and every virus is having their own special characteristics according to the disease producing. So next, um, picornavirus. The name means small RNA virus. Picornavirus. This is which is responsible for producing poliomyelitis. Example, polio virus. Then the same picornavirus which is present for hepatitis A and B, which is responsible for producing hepatitis infections. Okay. The next, reoviruses. Reoviruses, you can say it as enterovirus, which is producing the disease of intestinal infection. Intestinal infection. The next, myxoviruses. Myxoviruses, which are mainly the viruses, which is also called as orthomyxovirus type A and type B, which is mainly producing the influenza. Then myxovirus parotitis, that is mumps producing. Then paramyxus, which produce measles or rubella. Then rabidovirus, which produce rabies. So according to this, different viruses are producing different diseases. Next, bacteria viruses, or we can say it as how the bacteria phages. So bacteria viruses, the next categories, virus that infect bacteria, that is bacteriophages or phages. यहाँ पर here you can able to see icosahedron, nearly a 20 shaped spherical which is present. Then filamentous long tubes. Then complex one, having the complex nature, so which is having all the structures, like different types of heads were present for it, all the directions. The next, it is having a filamentum. The next, it is having a tail like structure or leg like structure, like that it is present. So tail is present, sheath is present, collar is present, head is present, tail fibers are present, or end plates are present. All these are present. So this is called as obligate intracellular pathogen. Obligate intracellular pathogen needs host cell to replicate for all the viruses. The next, we can able to see replication, how they are getting replicated via lytic cycle within hour. So bacteriophages, once it is entering into the bacteria, after that it's enter into the host. How it is entering into the bacteriophaging? So cell wall of the bacterium. First, it is getting attached to the cell wall surface. After getting attached to that one, injection of phages of DNA into the cell wall. It will inject its own nucleic acid inside the nucleus into inside the cell wall of the bacteria. After entering inside, it directly affect the DNA of the bacteria. Then attachment and penetration. Next, what will happen? Attached to the cell with specific protein receptor. Surface of cell recognized by surface of phages. Then therefore, most phages are species specific. So penetration, after attachment, easily they will penetrate. Core penetrates bacterial cell wall. DNA is injected from head to cell. Then phage DNA taking over host cell. So DNA will give order to the bacteria. So the DNA is same like our brain. Here the bacterial cell DNA will be controlled. The virus will go and control the DNA of the bacteria. So by that, the bacteria will become entirely under the control of the virus. Then replication of the phase 2. Over the phase 2, what happened? After entering into the phase cell wall attachment, after cell wall attachment is over, after then second one is injecting of the DNA matter into the cell of the bacteria. Then after that, the third, it is giving synthesis of new phages or DNA and phage protein. So it will produce new excess DNA as well as the protein, which is helpful for it to produce excess number of viruses. So assemble of new phage particles. After that, they will assemble new phage particles. After assembling new phage, after completely maturing, the cell wall of the bacteria will break down. After breakdowning, lysis of cells are released from the pathogen phase, or excess number of virus cells will be released from that particular bacterial cells, and they will move to the next nearby cell wall, that is nearby bacteria. So treat bacterial disease, we can able to see that bacteriophages, so multi-drugs resistant bacteria. So new antibiotics has to be identified. So inclusion bodies, according to that inclusion bodies, if you are taking Purkinje cells are Negri body. Negri body. So aggregates are collection of viruses in infected cells. Inclusion bodies used as diagnostic tool to identify viral diseases. So how these viral diseases has been identified? By taking the sample from the person those who are infected. So inclusion bodies, so which they can able to easily study, and they can able to identify how the virus are getting multiplied, how many days it takes, or the incubation period, or mode of transmission, everything will be identified. The next, latent virus infection. Usually virus is limited by defense system. So herpes virus infection, cold sores or fever, blisters, like chicken pox you can take. So infected person always harbors the virus in cells. So infected person always carry the virus in their cells. So fever, stress, sunlight can trigger viral genes to take over cells. So cells are destroyed, cold sore develops. So here the virus are always present inside the body, and the climate change or the temperature also will trigger the microorganism. So particularly at this present, if you're seeing excess heat, usually the summer we used to get the chicken pox, and at present condition the COVID coronavirus, which is responsible for the spreading easily in the under the temperature of we can say that below 29 degree Celsius. Next, is the viral can be treated? Treat viral infection. Antibiotic inhibit activity of cellular pathogens of bacteria. So virus are no cells, so they can't able to inhibit the viral cell wall. So why treating viral infection with antibiotic? Prevent secondary bacterial infection that follow virus infection. That's why we are giving the antibiotic during viral infection to prevent other infections from other microorganism. Antiviral agents are there. Recently, antiviral agents are identified, and a chemical that interfere with virus specific enzymes and virus production. So why by this what happened? By this antiviral agents, the viral spreading will be stopped or production will be stopped. At the same time, the virus getting energy, the enzymes will be specifically targeted and destroyed. So due to this, the virus replication or the incubation period or the transmission can able to be reduced. The days may be reduced or the effect may be reduced. Next, the different category of viruses, if you are seeing over this, oncogenic or oncovirus, virus that cause cancer, virus that cause cancer. In rodent, they will be present in rodent, frogs, cats, chickens, and humans. Okay, got this is adult T cell leukemia, ATL. The next, human immunodeficiency virus, that is HIV. HIV causes of AIDS, enveloped single-stranded RNA, reverse transcriptase enzymes, that is DNA from RNA. It will convert from DNA to RNA, reverse transcriptase. Then family is retrovirus. Attack what? Attach and invade cells bearing CD4 receptor, CD4 plus cells, that is helper T cells and macrophages. Immune system, it will affect the mainly the immune system, destroys important cells for the immune system. This is about HIV. The next, mini virus, extremely large virus. Mini viruses are so diameter of 750 nm. So minix, bacteria in size. इसके लिए mini virus, that is minix, bacteria, they looks like a resemble size of the bacteria, small bacterial size. So observed with standard light microscope, double standard DNA, genome 10 into larger than other large viruses. So 10 times larger than the other viruses, larger than the smallest bacteria. Gene codes for a loss of functioning, gene codes for the lots of functioning. So this is about the general categorization of viruses. So viruses, we got to say about the virus, and what is their general classification, or we can able to say that a morphological structure or the characteristics. So they are no cells, they are non-living, and they will infect all the uh, microorganism as well as living things like human also, animal also, and even plants also. The next, according to the structure, how they are differ, they are having DNA or RNA nucleic acid, then they are having protein code, and they may or may not have envelope, and ribosomes are absent, which is helpful to produce food or energy. Then classification according to their different specification like DNA and RNA, then shape of capsid, then size of capsid, then presence or absence of envelope, then type of host cell or disease producing. According to this, we had see about the viruses general characteristics. Okay, hope so you all understand about general features about virus. In the next class, we see about the individual virus in detail. Thank you.